clipping coupons could soon be a thing of the past. Now, there's an app for this.
Thanks so much. Y'all have a good day.
This is our third year doing Fill the Boot. We're doing it for the MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association, help raise money.
Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
You too.
The average student in the sample sends and receives 110 text messages each day. Some send and receive as many as 12,000.
The hall behind us, as you know, is just this incredible space. And we wanted to use it as much as we could. And there's a small group of sopranos way up in the very top who will sing an opening chant that will fall angelically down. I love the opening. The show begins with the chorus spread out throughout the hall.
Look at this. Gorgeous. Stunning. I love it.
It would be hard to miss a bracelet like that.
These photos are making headlines around the world.
Growing up in the 80s as a kid, I loved all the cool movie cars.
And for Bob Mosley of Oak Cliff, one car stole the spotlight.
When you own a DeLorean, everybody in the world comes up to you and says, "Hey, where's your flux capacitor?" So just as a joke, I put one in the car.
Texas calls them the forgotten children, thousands in foster care, hidden from the public after being taken from abusive homes.
No Texan, no one, should have to worry about getting a call from an inmate.
And if anyone should know, it's State Senator John Whitmire.
Oh, 1, 2.
Who knew a tryout could make waves around the world?
Holy cow, in less than 24 hours, it was everywhere.
Were you prepared for the reaction?
No.
It certainly took Sharon Simmons of Carrollton by surprise.
Well, it's scary, isn't it?
It is.
And problems with expiration dates have become one of the targets of recent federal rules. The FTC now requires companies to give you at least 5 years to use a gift card.
It's really a simple concept. It's an online scrapbook or bulletin board. If you come across a photo of something you like, you add it to your Pinterest board.
Kids are supposed to bear parents, not parents bearing kids.
The Alfano's only daughter, Pam Weatherby, died July 10th, 2010.
She was 45 years old. She shouldn't be dead.
DFW Tower, runway 18 right, line up and wait.
1,800 flights per day.
Texas 543, contact departure, good day.
165,000 passengers. Taking off, landing, taxiing, and everyone's safety is in the hands of DFW's FAA air traffic controller.
Sit up for a minute.
This
we're gonna do shakers.
is the only life Jackson Kretschmar has ever known. 20 of these, several doses of that, and an hour of this. Every morning and night. His battle with cystic fibrosis began at birth, and the pulmonary disease only gets worse.
Navy SEAL Chris Kyle is as much a teacher as he is a student.
Slowly squeeze that trigger back.
At the art
There you go.
of being a sniper.
I served 25 years for crimes I did not commit.
Justice denied,
I had 2 lives and 20 years.
justice delayed.
Nothing to safeguard anyone from a lie.
After his capture, Perdue was taken to Hamburg, Germany for interrogation, then to Stalag 1 in Barth, and held as a POW until liberation. His official mission sheet ends with missing on ship, April 7th, 1945. That's the last time he flew in a B-17, until now.
This is where I stood all the time whenever I was flying.
Inside neonatal intensive care units across North Texas, tiny new lives fight to survive. Most of them are preemies, and many were born early on purpose.
George Sands is becoming a better piano player than he thought. That's because he's getting a lot of practice.
Being a musician, I take a lot of my frustrations out on the keyboard.
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, 1 out of every 4 women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime. And a typical sexual predator will attack 9 victims before being caught.
I love the statue clock.
At Heritage House Clocks in Dallas, time is for sale.
A room where shiny metal pipes reach to the rafters. Shaking from the pressure of scalding steam pounding against cold water. All of this is for the making of whiskey, that amber spirit that can both please and punish.
Back to school, one day only. The biggest. What words cause you to jump? Or the bigger question is, should you?
In our social media world, there's a heightened compulsion to do status-worthy things. Take a cool trip, try a new restaurant, and then tweet about it.
I never dreamed that I would need it. It was just if. It was an if. That's what it was.
Crystal Penz didn't want to take any chances when her son Trenton was born. So she decided to save his cord blood and paid Biobank USA more than $2,000 to store it for 18 years.
You're putting your faith in a company that could one day save a family member.
She didn't give it a second thought until her second child was born.
And this was the first day we came home from the hospital with my daughter.
This is Trinity. Doctors believe she may have a very serious illness. They're still running medical tests, but depending upon the diagnosis, her brother's cord blood could hold the cure.
I have cried and cried over my daughter. I have prayed and prayed for a miracle.
This summer, Crystal Penz tried to contact Biobank USA in Monterey, California. She tried sending emails and calling all hours of the day, but got no answer.
All these questions just start running through your mind. Is my cord blood there? Has the business gone under? Is the cord blood missing?
Penz lives in Sunset, Texas, 1,600 miles away from the blood bank.
There's nothing between here and Forestburg except
so she turned to us for help.
It's a piece of hope that I hold on to with that cord blood. And if that cord blood is gone, that hope, that faith, that chance is gone.
We traveled to California looking for answers and found a company in trouble.
Hello?
This is Biobank USA.
Excuse me?
Where parents across the country may still think they are storing their children's life-saving cord blood.
There's nothing left here but this sign, Biobank USA, preserving your future.
The Food and Drug Administration is charged with regulating companies that store cord blood, but we checked the records and found it had been 2 years since the FDA had done an inspection here. The Department of Health admitted to us there hadn't been a medical director here since last October, and for that reason, it should have been shut down, and all of the blood should have been transported last year. After CBS 11 started investigating why regulators hadn't stepped in sooner, the state of California automatically revoked Biobank's license for failing to maintain records and for not monitoring the temperature of storage devices, all while continuing to collect money from customers. The state eventually transported the blood to this facility in Los Angeles called Family Cord. That's where we located the tank.
And this is your newest tank around the corner?
Newest tank around the corner, the newest member of our family, yes. August 1st, we took possession of this tank from Biobank.
And where we finally found Crystal Penz's missing cord blood.
So we will maintain this tank as long as necessary.
This is not the first time Family Cord has taken over a tank. The FDA has shut down cord blood banks before. Several others have gone bankrupt.
How common is that?
It's one of the risks people take when they use a smaller cord blood bank.
Crystal Penz is not alone in this. The Edwards family also stored their son's cord blood at Biobank USA.
It's almost an insurance policy for, the worst possible scenario.
You've now found the blood, but you have a new worry.
Well, we don't know if it's viable unless we need it.
The cord blood cannot be tested unless it's thawed, but once it's thawed, it can't be stored and must be used immediately.
So in a sense, a person never really knows until it may be time or too late.
Exactly. There's no way to have complete insurance without ruining it.
One person who probably does know how well the tank was maintained is Robert Hayner, the owner of Biobank USA. We tried to find him at his Pebble Beach home. His wife told me it had been a tough 2 years and insisted Hayner would return our call. We never heard from him. CBS 11 has learned Hayner filed bankruptcy earlier this year and owes up to $10 million.
I feel deceived by the company.
These parents just want the answers they're owed, possibly life-saving answers.
I'm very angry. I'm very angry for the fact that somebody might have just taken something that could save my daughter's life. But what will hurt me the worst is losing my child because somebody might have been too careless